Who is David Goggins? David Goggins is a very tough man. He's a very tough man who overcame personal adversity. He has a very emotional story, a very emotional background. He tells us he looked at his life, he didn't like what he was becoming, he was overweight, he used to spray for insects for a living, he wanted to change his ways. What did he do? He became tough. He went to the army 3 times. He enlisted in the sea dolphins, the snipers and the rock climbers. And he did that twice. He went 6 times to the army. It made him very tough. But that's not why you like David Goggins. You don't like David Goggins because he overcame adversity, although that helps the narrative, it helps the story. But it's the toughness. But he couldn't just say he's tough. It had to be quantifiable. It had to be verifiable. And that's why he went to the army. That's why he does the push-ups, and that's why he does the marathons. It has to be quantifiable. And this is exactly what we do in our French lessons. They are quantifiable. It's all on video, it's all on PDF. Saying you're taking a French class means nothing at all. It could go on forever. There is no meaning behind the sentence, I am learning French. I am taking a French class. It is not quantifiable. The same way as saying I'm tough is not quantifiable. There's no data to back it up. You have to run the marathons, you have to do the pull-ups like David Goggins. Now, David Goggins also wrote a book in which he put all his toughness. He never claimed to have lifted an elephant, but what he has claimed to have been able to do, he put in his book. The data is there, it's quantifiable. And if he ever forgets about his own toughness, he can go back and read his own book. Now, the same thing I can do also. I can go back, if I forget my French, I can go and consult my own exercises. It starts at the top of the page, it ends at the bottom of the page. 10 minus 8 equals 2. If I give you 10 pages of PDF and tell you that's the skill, and you only know 8 pages, well, there's 2 pages missing. That is quantifiable. If the minimum French skills that you need hold in 60 different PDFs, and you only know 30, it's quantifiable. You only know half of it. Now, if poor David Goggins couldn't run anymore, his emotional story wouldn't suffice. He'd have to keep selling the toughness in some way. Maybe you'll start eating sandwiches with nails in them, but it has to be quantifiable, otherwise you'll stop believing he's tough. Learn from the greats, learn from David Goggins, stay hard, learn French.